Hello, so let me start off this video a little different because I want you guys to know that if you're just starting your YouTube journey and your channel didn't immediately blow up or didn't gain traction at all, and you're seeing this small channels that are blowing up with just one video and you're still trying, you are very special, trust me, because we all live in our own timelines, and if you really love what you're doing, I do believe that failure won't exist. And now our word for today is change, and it's not clickbait. YouTube did change my life as an introvert loner, and this is probably the most important video that I've made yet, so it really means a lot to me if you guys decided to watch it, and I really hope that the 5 advice that I'll give later on will be helpful to you in any way. And don't worry, this video is not gonna be that long. I'm not gonna drop an hour of me rambling on you guys. So the struggles I face on my YouTube journey is on another video, so if you guys are interested to watch that, I'll put a link down in the description. And in this video, I just wanted to share my journey on YouTube, how it changed me, because the change is drastic, especially in the mental side. 2 very important change, as well as my 5 essential advice if you're like me and decided to start YouTube. Now allow me to say this first, that if you really want to make content on YouTube, and I mean this in the bottom of my heart, that you should start now, because there will be a lingering regret if you didn't, like what I'm feeling right now, the regret of why didn't I start sooner. So let this video be a sign that if you're like me and you're experiencing the same stuff as me, that you should start now. Don't give up, you are not alone, and let's make it big together. So how did YouTube change my life as an Asian introvert loner and also a nobody? Because the change is, because I didn't really achieve anything in life. The only award that I got is Best in Behavior. Damn, well, it's because that A, I was bullied, and B, friends that didn't really consider me as a friend. So I was alone, I was quiet, therefore, Best in Behavior. Well, it's an award is an award, so I'll take it. So the first drastic change is I feel like I'm not alone anymore. So this change is the most important for me because as of now I have 500 plus people subscribed to me, and you don't have any idea how much I appreciate that. For years of me feeling alone, being bullied, and having little to no friends, to 500 plus people watching me. And the feeling of people showing support is very uplifting, motivating, and life-changing ever since. And it actually ties up to why I made the channel, because first of all, I love sharing stories, and I pretty much don't have anyone to share my thoughts to. And now I have 500 plus people that I can share stories with. That's a lot, and I am eternally grateful. And also, I want people to feel a sense of companionship, like a friend to share stories with or share memes with. So I hope my videos can provide those things. So the second drastic change is the sense of progress. Now I already dove in on that in my previous video on the struggles of being a new YouTuber, but I can't stress it enough on how it sucks to feel that you're wasting your time or getting stuck at life. And starting a channel eliminated all of that. And every time I get just 1 subscriber or even 1 view, the whole day and mood lights up. And imagine what gaining 22 subscribers in my last video felt like. And like eyes rotated, spastic, 22 subs. So you really feel like you're getting somewhere and someone is actually interested in what you are doing. And living in an Asian family where disappointment is imminent in every corner, it feels securing. And also opportunities. The opportunities here on YouTube are endless. You are free to get creative as much as you want as long as you're abiding to their guidelines, that is, and not spread hate. Because I do plan on exploring more content in the future. So there are other things that YouTube changed positively in my life, but the video would be too long, so I just mentioned the extreme ones. So going over my essential advice. Advice number 1. Make content on what you love to do currently. And what I mean by that is, example, right now I love talking about wacky stories, and maybe in the near future that would change. Maybe I would switch to talking about games and other stuff. Make the content that you love, because I talked about this in my previous video that if you don't love what you're doing, you will be demotivated doing it. So it will be extremely hard to stay consistent. If you don't make the content that you love right now, YouTube will feel like a chore rather than an escape or a happy place. So in my opinion, when other YouTubers say that find a niche, find a position or a topic that has a well-established audience around it, I mean, yeah, that is true, but you've got to love that position that you were in. Like when Mr. Moist Critical said that earlier in his career, he found his niche, playing video games and saying XD random sentences every time his brain farted. And he admitted that he didn't like what he was doing back then, and it felt like a chore to him.
And I'm sorry to tell you that I don't see myself going back to that. I really hated it. Like, I really grew to not enjoy that process. And it's actually why I heavily contemplated not coming back, because it was such a strain to me to like have to force myself to say these things while playing these games because it's what people expected me to say.
But that's what people love, so he kept doing it. So the inevitable burnout happened. So that's what led him to take breaks on YouTube. So please, don't burn yourself out, because we're in this in the long run. Advice number 2. Ignore negative comments or troll comments, but embrace the constructive criticisms. Now I know it super sucks to have a negative comment on your video because you work so hard on it, and all can people say is how horrible your video is. Because in my previous video, like I said, that feedback is one of the most major factors in motivation. So having negative feedback on your video can absolutely wreck someone's motivation to continue. So my advice is you need to learn to filter out what are the troll comments and what are the constructive criticisms and valid opinions. Like example, I get a comment saying that my nose looks big, my outfit looks weird, and my English is cringe, and I ramble too much. And I got a comment that said that the sound is too cringe, maybe add some background music on the quiet sections of the video. So I considered all of those opinions and crossed out the ones that I think that are not helpful in my growth. Like I ignored the nose, my English, and my outfit because I quite like my uniform. I mean, it's your choice if you want to ignore everything, but in the end of the day, feedback is very essential for growth. That's why I got out of bullying back then. I learned to filter out what's the feedback that genuinely wants me to grow and the feedback that just wants to put me down. It will really help mentally. Advice number 3. Be your authentic self. And the perfect example is Sam Sulek because, well, according to my research and my own personal experience, that it's said that it's the new meta now that the people are inclined to follow the people that are being their true authentic self because it's significantly better than being lied to, like Ellen DeGeneres for example. So she portrays this ultra nice, very quirky individual, but in closed doors, she is very much not a very good person, according to her former employees and colleagues. So what ended up happening is she got a ton of backlash and her show got inevitably cancelled because the people felt like they're being lied to and they're not looking at Ellen the same way again. And another example, Colleen Ballinger and James Corden maybe, and that is pretty much what happens to everyone who portrays a happy kind person on the front, but from the back they're super not good. Now, I'm not saying that be a douchebag in front of a camera, but if you're one of those rare individuals that are naturally born an asshole, maybe don't take this advice too literally. Because I've seen my fair share of people that don't have a very nice personality. Like, be yourself, but just don't step on other people, you feel me? Don't be like these harassment pranksters that adds more unnecessary stress to innocent strangers. Advice number 4, keep practicing. Now this one is for the introverts like me. Like if you are not really comfortable talking to the camera, just keep practicing. Now I'm still very much an awkward person. Like put me in a social gathering and my social battery will drain fast, like flushing a toilet. So that's pretty much all I can say, just keep practicing. Now my camera and I have a special bond and the only thing missing is greeting my camera every time I see it. So like I swing the shit out of it. I go, oh, good morning there, Mr. Camera. Ahoi gozaimasu. Advice number 5, just start. And this is probably the most common advice by now. Yeah, if you really wanted to, please just start so you won't waste any more time like I have. Like I regret not doing this sooner because for as long as I can remember, like 14 years old maybe, I wanted to become a YouTuber. But you know, confidence is whack and I don't have any support, and a decade later, here I am. And then when you start, give it a few weeks or months, then give it the best you've got, try everything that you could think of, then contemplate and consider if YouTube really is for you. And if you're starting to love what you're doing, started to love making content, then, like I said in the beginning, failure will have a hard time catching up to you. Bonus advice, don't compare yourself to others and appreciate the little things. Now, each of our journey is unique, and it's normal to feel envious of others and wish that you have what they have. But you've got to remember that there are also other people that are envious of you and wishing that they have what you have. So you've got to appreciate what you have and do your best for yourself. Now, I don't normally ask for this, but if you do like this video or any of my video, you can leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It really helps and means to me a lot. So I hope my advice could help you because that's what helped my mental state both in the past and right now. And I'm pressing F right now for respect for all hardworking YouTubers out there. I salute to you all. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you very, very much for your time. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.